Hi, it's me again on this wood carving craft stuff. I'm going to show you a little bit about sharpening the chisels and gouges. This ain't a job that I relish. I really don't like having to do it. It's like a chore for me, but some people really get into it and they like show off of how sharp they can get things. It's probably those people that could probably make a better video than me on it, I guess. But it shouldn't be overlooked though, so I'll just touch on this and then leave it at that really. You shouldn't not know how to do it. But so we got, this is a nice, a real nice piece of Norwegian, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, I'm going to say it's called chart or shirt or something like that. I know that's probably wrong, but one of our members has left this in my care to, we're going to probably mount this in a wooden box. This was a highly prized thing back in the day, you know, in the early medieval period, well, right through history really. They would have used a flat stone of some kind, and this type was highly prized apparently. So this is a genuine piece of chart, is it? So basically what you want to do is, obviously you can use I've been using modern manufactured square blocks. Just going to show you like the principle really of sharpening a chisel or a gouge. Now what you need to do is try and get a consistent approach to this, because you would add some water to this. Just run some water onto your stone. That's to hold any grit that comes off the stone that you grind, and any metal. There's like a combination of the small particles of stone and metal dust will be held or suspended in the water. So it's swooshing around, making like a paste, which is what grinds your steel chisel down. So that's what the water's there for, to like hold and make like a paste up, a grinding paste. So so you'd wet this, and then so you want to find a way that you're comfortable, like stand in a certain way, like use your hand, like the carving we spoke about, like a bridge, or lean on a surface, a bench or something. So you're trying to excuse me, minimize body movement as much as you can. So you're going to use just like your wrists, or just a finger motion or something. Like the less bits you've got swirling around, the less inconsistent you can be. So if you're standing not against a bench, you're moving your hips and your shoulders slightly, it's easy to get this tilted on and off, or left one side, or you can go up and down a bit, and that's going to round off your blade, not get it sharp. So where you can, cut down on all the variables by, say, lean on something and then apply light pressure. So like there could be one finger on here against the bench, and then you often shown it, people do this in like a figure of 8 motion. So you can get a rhythm going here, and then try and keep as still as you can. And I can see this, feel this stone rocking, so when we get this in a block, that'll be a bit better. And then what we're trying to do is, in the grinding paste it's going to form itself, excuse me, follow this this bevel that's been put on it by the manufacturer, and just stay to that. So it's whatever angle that is, I don't know what it is, but you try and find that angle, keep to that, and then just keep swirling round within that angle, and then you'll find that they feel sharper than what they are halfway through your sharpening process. You get like a little burr on the edge, and it feels, you think, yeah, I've made it, I'm doing a good job here, but that often is just a burr being thrown up because you're rounding you're basically rounding it off slightly, and you're going to pick up a little burr, and they feel really sharp. Until you turn it over, then you've got to just take that burr off just lightly, just a few passes, and you find it's not really quite as sharp as you thought it was. But hey ho, that's just that's how it goes. So yeah, so you're supposed to keep these sharp as you can and keep resharpening them. When you're carving hardwoods, that's what you're looking for as a carve, is hard wood to carve, not soft woods. They do blunting quite quickly. So yeah, that's the principle really. I've got some more modern bits of, you can get these like cones for doing, this is number 3, what we spoke about, gouge. And you can find an appropriate cone to kind of, it's got a dish in there to get your thing on, so that helps rather than it being flat on the gouges. Yeah, it's not easy. I don't like sharpening things really. Yes, you can use these more modern shaped grinding stones with water, and it's got the other side can do the inside, so just a few light passes to take the burr off that you've created. You can get those, they're quite expensive, but yeah, you can just teach yourself really on a basic 5 or 10 quid sort of oil stone. You add oil rather than water to keep your paste held. Yes, that's kind of what you do. I won't go into it any more than that. I don't know much more than that myself. You've got to kind of have a go at doing it really. So the tools are a lot of money, so you owe it to yourself and the tools to keep them sharp, and that's kind of how you do it really. So I hope that's of some use. Yeah, and perhaps you can probably sharpen things better than me. Let's hope you can. So there you go, that's a basic guide of how to do it, but they say there's lots of videos of different ways of doing the same thing where people specialise in it. That's probably better than me trying to teach you how to do it. But all these videos I make is just the way I do things, which is not always, I'm sure it's not always the best way. It's just what I've taught myself most of the time. But yeah, it kind of works for me, and I just enjoy sharing it with others, and perhaps you can get you along the road a little bit. Yeah, so yeah, thanks for watching anyway, and yeah, I'll speak to you soon. Cheers, bye.